What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. I'm glad you spared time. In this special episode, I'll be sharing with you some of the ways I've been able to keep common cold, away from my home for some time now. Common cold used to appear in this house every 2 weeks. And so I did some study and research and talked to people, and these methods have been able to keep common cold away from my house for at least 6 months, something which is a big achievement. Okay, so welcome on board. Please remember to subscribe. Number one, I make my own dawa. We call it dawa in Kenya, concoction, which has a mixture, which is just basically a mixture of ginger, garlic, lemon. Those are the only things I use because honey is quite, for me, I'm not able to access honey. Yes, original honey. But when you mix garlic, lemon, ginger, you could add honey if you have it. It makes what we call dawa in Kenya. Then I cool it so that it's not too hot for baby and stuff like that. Of course, I'm talking about the older baby because the younger one is still breastfeeding exclusively. So this I do with the older baby, and then I give it to him. I've been doing it for some months now. When we started, he didn't like it, he didn't enjoy it, but of course, I forced him to drink. But over time, he has started loving it, and every 2 days we have dawa. And I think one way it has dawa has paid. Dawa has really worked. Basically, you just you crush them, or you can blend them, garlic, lemon, and ginger, and then you add boiling water in them. If it's for baby, you cool it, but if it's for yourself, you drink it hot hot or warm. You could add honey just to better the taste. Okay, that is dawa. It has worked. Number two, every time I suspect my son might have been exposed to common cold, because yeah, of course, children are playing outside and stuff like that, when he comes back in the evening after supper and he's just about to sleep, I squeeze lemon in his mouth. Yeah, raw lemon. Lemon cannot be cooked, but just that lemon, squeeze it in his mouth, like a half a lemon, squeeze the whole of it different times, or I squeeze it in a cup, squeeze the lemon in a cup, then give him lemon juice just like that, no additional things. It's not easy to get him to swallow that squeeze, lemon squeeze. But at least I can see that these two methods have worked for me. Another thing which has worked for me is now every time I suspect again, together with the lemon, what we do is we we have something we call steam bath, something like that. Boil water in a kettle. You could use a pan to boil water if you don't have electric kettle or whatever. Boil water in a kettle, cut lemons and put inside. So we just sniff. We can pour, sometimes we pour in a bucket, then we all sit around in a small room, just closed, chatting with daddy, and baby will be thinking mom and dad are chatting and they have decided to include me, when all in all we are just encouraging him to sit around that environment so that he sniffs in as much as he can from that lemon and hot water mixture. Yeah, you could try that with your house. It creates, with your household, it creates a moment of trying, special moments of bonding together as a family, but in the same time, encouraging baby to stay around the hot steam bath. Is it? Yes, steam something. You encourage baby to stay around there so that they inhale as much as they can from this mixture. I think all these things I do, they just try to clear the sinuses here and maybe ban, let me say ban, or prevent the environment, disorient. Is it disorient? Destabilize the environment from which flu virus would prosper. So yeah, basically that is what I just try to do. And then also once in a while, yes, like weekly, I've made it a policy in this household. Weekly, we must have orange juice. Just squeeze the orange, in warm water again, then we drink. I think all these are just to get these places to to get rid of the environment that could harbor the viruses that cause flu, especially when there is an outbreak. Another thing I would tell you, Super Mama, if you want to keep flu away, be aware, be knowledgeable of when there is an outbreak. Whenever there's an outbreak, you want to try to limit your children from being exposed to that outbreak. But again, in case they have been exposed, when they come back, try a steam. Is it? Let me call it. It's not a steam bath, but steaming. Yeah, boil water, cut in some lemons, and put in the water, and just sit around the hot water so that people sniff in the air. You could cover, like I know in the village, people would cover themselves in blankets, but I know with little kids to maintain that might not be easy. So covering yourself with blankets could also work while you are inhaling that steam water. Yes, try squeezing lemon in your baby's mouth once in a while. Just squeeze it. It will not be fun to they will not enjoy it, but it helps. And also making your own dawa. You don't need all those ingredients you find in fancy hotels. You could just mix ginger, lemon, and garlic, and then maybe add some honey in it for taste. And then lemon juice is just for fun. Like you could have lemon juice for lunch or for breakfast. Sorry, not lemon, orange. Sorry, orange juice. And these things have worked for me. Of course, observing the common cold hygiene management tips, like coughing in the elbow. Whenever someone has a flu, they try to cough in the has a cold, they cough in the elbow. But again, I've told you, Super Mamas, just in case it catches you and you have a little baby in the house, do not be afraid. It is manageable. Although you always want to consult with your doctor in case of any danger. But these tips have worked for me. I hope they work out for you. Try it, especially squeezing lemon in baby's mouth. Thank you. That was it. Just a quick one. See you in the next one. Bye.